Hello friends and fellow aliens, welcome to my channel. My name is David. If you are new here, I talk about INFJ stuff, I talk about writing stuff, and I'm just trying to make this frickin' world a better place. Always hoping that something that I say resonates with you, and if it does, awesome. Leave me a thumbs up, subscribe, like, leave a comment, say hi, all those kinds of things. I love talking to you. I love it when new people are here. So please be a part of this community, and let's all just get through this whatever this is together. You know, when I greet you, I often say friends and fellow aliens, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart in like the most loving way possible, because for us INFJs, a lot of times we feel like the misfit and we feel like aliens out there. It's something that really resonates with us. This theme carries through my life for sure, because I feel like I'm the octopus a lot of times, you know, the alien creature. I feel like the alien, I feel like the misfit, I feel like I don't belong in this world in a lot of ways. And it's really strange sometimes, and it leads to this sort of disconnect. So today I wanted to talk about motivation, in particular creative motivation for you as an INFJ, and what that actually means and how to go about sort of capturing it, and why, in a lot of ways, it feels really difficult, like you can't capture your creative inspiration. So let's have a discussion about this. Now listen, when I talk in terms of creativity, I mean absolutely anything, okay? It could be macrame, it could be doing somebody's hair, it could be absolutely anything that requires some sort of self-expression. But I'll talk in large part because it's the most common things in terms of art, music, and writing. Writing obviously near and dear to my heart, which, by the way, I have to plug. This video is brought to you by The Caretaker, a book that I wrote with an INFJ main character. It is available on Amazon right now. You can go get it. You can go read it. It is a supernatural story. It's freaking cool. Everybody loves chapter 21. Everybody loves, well, they love the book, but they love chapter 21. Currently, it's sitting at 69 reviews. Don't say anything childish. Don't say anything childish. Don't say anything childish. I'm just going to hold up the books like this. Anyway, I had an amazing time writing this, researching it, and really honing in on the INFJ qualities that we all struggle with and pouring them into my main character. So please, if you haven't already, give the book a look. You can read sample chapters on Amazon. You can buy the book. I would certainly greatly appreciate that. You can grab it on Kindle, so you don't even have to have it shipped to you. I'm certain if you're interested in the INFJ thing, this whatever, I referred to it as a condition in a different video, and like, I'm sorry, but it's also kind of funny and I sort of dig that. So in terms of creative inspiration, the first thing I want to handle is what makes it difficult for an INFJ to feel inspired and creative in an artistic work. It's more difficult for us to find inspiration in something that is internal and expressive than something that is an idealistic goal of some kind, something that helps humanity or your community or the world at large or what have you. I feel like the reason for this is that it is difficult for us to square up our internal feelings. It makes INFJs amazing tortured artists, but at our core, kind of like tortured artists. You're the INFJ, man. So if you look at your cognitive function stack, you know that some of the higher stuff on there, your intuition is the top, right? That's how you're gathering all your information about the world. The next thing in line is your extroverted feeling. So that is the feelings and thoughts and emotions of other people and other creatures and all those kinds of things. But again, the focus is not on you in that case, not in any kind of a conscious way. The focus is on something else. Then what do you have? You have introverted thinking. Now here's where we have our recipe for the NITI loop, right? Intuition pulls in all this information subconsciously. Your thinking is like, what the hell's going on? None of this makes really a lot of sense. And then I don't know how I feel about it. Fourth in your cognitive function stack is external sensing. So that is the world around you. It's a little bit lower in our stack. So we tend to have a more difficult time with things that are tangible in our present moment, which is why it's good for you as an INFJ to just go on a walk, breathe some air, see some things, and ground yourself in the reality and the present moment. What's not in our main stack of functions, instead in our shadow functions, is FI, introverted feeling, or how you feel about certain situations and things. And this can make it difficult to square your own emotions and feelings. This causes havoc in you when it comes to creative expression. It's my feeling that introverted feeling is that sort of thing that being so low causes us to constantly seek that validation. We need to hear those words. We need to know that we're doing a good thing or a good job. We need to be able to bounce our ideas off of somebody that can be critical, but critical in just the right way that we can grow. Otherwise, it hits our FE, we think it's just critical, and we're going to shut down. Raise your hand out there. As a matter of fact, leave the emoji of the little hand raise if you ever thought of being creative in some way, but were scared to and had a fear because of what somebody else would think about your work. Leave another little up hand emoji, as a matter of fact, if you've ever been that person that created something, perhaps was really good, but you're telling yourself that it's garbage and trash. Because I got news for you. When I finished writing this book, I kind of had that feeling. I had no business being an author. I had no business writing the words. I didn't go to school for it. I don't even read. I'm not that kind of guy. But I wrote the book, and people are loving the book. So clearly, somebody was wrong here. And what I couldn't trust, and what was incorrect, was my introverted feeling, right? That sense of self-confidence, and not the imposter syndrome that took over. So sure, when it comes to being creative, like being in some kind of a nonprofit or doing something that's community oriented or doing something that involves like the Red Cross or something along those lines, something that is bigger than oneself, we're all on it. And our inspiration takes over, and we can absolutely be that person that inspires others. I mean, for crying out loud, like for me, I'm an introvert. I like to be alone. I'm in my apartment. I'm by myself. But even right now, I'm just here alone. But by recording this and putting it out there and hoping that it will resonate and help others, that's me having that idealistic view that anything that I could possibly do to make your day a little bit better and brighter is a bonus for all of us. And I think it is. I want the healthy INFJs out there. My sweet, sweet INFJ, I need you to do you, boo. Truly. So perhaps there's a disconnect in how you are with your creative expression and how that's disconnected from improving the world as a whole and all of those idealistic things that we can really dig into as INFJs because we're engaging our FE. Artistic works are very personal. And so as the tortured artist INFJ, how do we get around that? And how do we make it so we're okay and we feel some confidence and we're able to do the things that we want to do to perhaps resonate? Let's explore that. I think the first thing to really capture your creativity is to understand that it's just you. It's just you. If you're about to write a song or play an instrument, you sit down in peace and it's just you and the guitar, or you and the piano, or you and the sheet of paper to write your lyrics down. There's nothing else there. There's nothing else outside. There is nothing at all affecting you. But maybe your mind isn't quite right. And it's hard for INFJs because our minds aren't quite right from all the external stimulation that we end up getting. I mean, look, sometimes it feels like the world's on fire. And there's so much out there that's anger and that's hate and that's all these terrible things. And that hits us in our core. It hits our heart and it's really, really hard. And that drags us down. Think of it as water, right? A pool of water. And every person and everything in your life, even your cell phone and all the different things that can happen on your phone with all the different people that are in touch with you and the news headlines that come up and everything else. The TV is on, mom's on the phone, your friend's having a hard time. All these different things are taking your pool, right? Your creative energy and throwing rocks and stones and everything else in it. And it agitates all of that. It's not easy to think clearly. And it's not easy to step back and do something that's really difficult for you as an INFJ, which is be like, okay, this is about me and how I feel right now. And I just want to produce something. I just want to produce a work of art. So when it's just you sitting down in front of that blank canvas and you're not feeling it, maybe it is all of those distractions creating all that muddy water, making it all unclear. I know for me, when I'm agitated, when I'm irritated, when I feel depressed or I feel down or I feel torn up inside, it's really hard for me to write because those words don't seem to flow. There's not a clear path. I can't see them. I can't see them in that agitated water that's right underneath me. I need it clear and I need it serene. I need to be able to see to the bottom, really deep down there where all my creativity is, and then identify it and be like, yes, now I can bring this to the surface and I can show somebody else. And now this is my art and it feels really, really good. So how do we do it? Turning off the distractions is probably an important step. Making sure that you don't have too much going on around you and in your head, that you can relax a little bit. Finding a place, for me, a place like this, where I've got my plants, I've got everything set up, I've got nice light, I can just sort of be creative, get in front of the camera and not feel all kinds of irritated or agitated about it, which I have felt for like months now, but I'm getting over that, obviously, because I'm sitting here staring at you. Having the right people in your life as an INFJ, people that support your creativity, is massively important. People that want to know about what it is that you're producing and doing. People that are willing to say, even if they want to see you and they want to hang out with you, are like, if you're feeling your creative inspiration, you go do that. That's what's important. And I know that's important to you. And so go get it, and then we'll talk afterwards. Those kinds of things are critical for you, to have that around you, to be able to just calm it all down and get working on your art. And I think just remembering that it is such an internal thing. When I'm sitting down to write, it's just me and the keyboard, and that's it. And I can let whatever ridiculous stuff is up here in my head just fall out. Start arranging the words and moving it around and start creating something. The other thing that can hold us back is that fear that we're going to be found out to be imposters. It's imposter syndrome. That fear of somebody being critical, that fear of disapproval, all of those fears, because those we put so much weight on, more than our own feeling. This is the curse of an INFJ, if you will, though I don't believe that we're cursed. I believe we're a gift. But the tortured part of tortured artist kind of comes from that, in that our FI is low. It's in our shadow stack. So that's our confidence in how we feel and really squaring that up. And when that's difficult and so high on our priority list is making somebody else happy, well, it's really difficult when you feel like you're producing something that isn't up to a very high standard. And that's when you as an INFJ will start to procrastinate. And that's when you as an INFJ, instead of sitting down and writing, or sitting down and making the music, or sitting down and putting the paint on that canvas and making something gorgeous, are instead going to go clean the bathroom because you're irritated at yourself. And that's how you expend your anger energy. But you got to understand that that's not real. This journey and your path through humanity and through life, it is solely yours. It doesn't belong to anybody else. You belong to no man, and no man belongs to you. My very first tattoo, I'm going to show you, right, is right here. It's hard to kind of see because I got to lean up some. It's a quote by Ayn Rand. And the quote is, "I swear by my life and my love of it, that I'll never live for the sake of another man, nor ask another man to live for mine." And I put it on my arm, not only because I love the book Atlas Shrugged and because it was so formative for me, but as that reminder that I really do need to live this journey and this path as myself. It is my story. And when I'm dead and gone and have left this world and everything in it, I shouldn't have spent my time living my life for whatever whims some other person has. Because then am I really being an individual? And am I really being my own artist? And am I really being that person that is independent? Or am I doing everything for other people to fit their view of me and what they want and to not shake up their life. I'm sorry, but no, I'm not there for that. And I can't expect someone else to be that for me. I can't expect anyone else, and nor would I want anyone else to stifle themselves because of my emotions and because of who I am and what I would like to see and what I would want. I want everyone to be free, and I want us all to be individuals. And I think that's why I put the quote on there, and that's also why it's that reminder for me. I want to write, and I want to write a great story, which I did. And I want to make sure that people can read it and it can resonate and they can understand it, and that I am being the artist that I want to be. So I ask you, are you being the artist for you? Or are you being the artist because of what you think other people want or want to see out of you or want you to be? Are you that individual or not? It's a really good question. And I don't think there's a quick answer to it either. One more thing before I wrap this up. Being expressive right now in the world as it is so incredibly important. If you're the writer, people need to see your words. Don't worry about it resonating with everybody. It won't. My reviews, I've got a couple of 1-star reviews. Those people never said anything about the book. They just marked it 1 star. Okay, fine. There's nothing I can do about that. The people that I'm concerned with are the people that send me emails saying, oh my God, I read this book and like I cried through these chapters and I felt this so strongly and it's going to stick with me for years. Those are the people that I'm trying to reach. Those are the people that I did reach and continue to. And they're the ones that keep my creative well full. Those people and that feedback takes that water and it just calms it all down so I can be inspired and I can create again. And you can absolutely get there too. You may not feel like the best artist. It's not about being the best artist. You may not be the greatest guitar player. There's always a bigger fish, man. There's always somebody who's going to shred better than you can shred, right? Somebody's always going to hit the notes a little higher than you can hit, I guess, unless you're Mariah Carey. I don't know. And I'm sure as hell not James Patterson, okay? So let's just put all that aside. It doesn't mean that you as an artist and as a creative can express in such a way that really, truly resonates with people. And it is so important that you do. My sweet, sweet INFJ, you are a gift. You are nothing short of a gift. What you create is important, and all that negativity that comes with it is just noise. It's that agitated water, and it's coming from external sources. Everybody's throwing it in there, and you're looking around, and it feels and looks like a mess. Shut it off. Tell them to take the rocks, turn around, pack it up and go home. You need the calm water, you need to create, and you need to do the thing that puts you on that path in your life that makes you feel so good about where you are, where your art is, and how you are able to express yourself. This is how we become healthy INFJs, people. And I think we should do it together. So I'm going to challenge you right now, or within the next 24 hours. If you have been procrastinating about your art, don't. If you've been neglecting taking out that pen and that paper to draw something, freaking get out a pen, get out a piece of paper, it's everywhere, and start drawing something. If you haven't made the music, pick up the instrument, make the music, shake it up. If you usually do electric, do acoustic. If you do acoustic, do electric. If you want to wander through the garden with an accordion, do that. I'm glad you're not my neighbor. If you're the writer that hasn't been writing, and that's been me, and I'm perfectly willing to admit that because my mind has not been calm enough in months to be able to put down words to my satisfaction, then it's time to let go and it's time to start writing again. And yeah, I'm saying that to you as much as I'm saying that for me too, because it can be hard and that mind can do some brutal stuff to you. But it's time to just step forward, people. And I'm trying to find the strength to do it, so I'm trying to inspire you, and I hope that you will join me, get creative again, because you will inspire me to move my art forward, and we're all going to do this together. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching. Please, pretty please, check out the book if you haven't already. Link is in the description. Please subscribe, like, hit the bell, all those different things. I recently did some lives with my best buddy, Jacqueline. There's more cool content to come. I've got a lot of stuff in the works. One of the things on my radar is actually starting a Patreon to get some of my art out there and get to producing things on a better level than I currently am. And I hope you will join me and consider supporting me as I go through that journey as well. Also in the description is a link to my website. Please head on there, join my mailing list, because occasionally I'll send stuff out on there. I've got a giveaway coming soon for an autographed copy of the book, and I actually have some autographed copies that I'd like to be selling as well. So lots of stuff on the radar for me, and I hope you'll stick around, hang out with me, join me, and we can get on this journey together to find our motivation, find our inspiration, and start creating again. Stick around for a few seconds. I'm going to throw some outtakes on this video. You're going to see my cat. I'm just saying. It's going to happen. And until next time, thank you. Thank you for watching this. Thank you for being here with me, being a part of my journey, and helping inspire me. I love you so, so much, my sweet, sweet INFJ. Take care, be strong, and get to creating. Anyway, I'm sure you will love it, so please check it out. If you have read it and haven't reviewed it on Amazon, please type up a text review and throw it on there so I can get off of 69 reviews. What do you say, Kat? I've been stuck at 69 for a while. It's starting to hurt my neck. How important that can be to other people and how it can resonate with other people, because you're not shit. Kat's not laughing. She doesn't find 69 nearly as funny as I do. Like, people, I'm a child. You can't take me anywhere. It's that kind of humor. And so I'm sorry. Okay. I am who I am. Take it or leave it. Here we go. In terms of, I can't. I talk about something so juvenile and I just keep laughing about it. Here's my kitty. Look at how sweet she is. Kind of looks like she's doing the Thriller dance, right? Do 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 do. Anyway, she really hates me for doing that, but I had to show you the cat. Her name's Tigress. She's very sweet.